an accident.
Accident?
Oh, the vase that was dropped.
Oh, that. It was very irritating. I'd noticed earlier that the flowers needed water. The party was in full swing, so I took the vase down to the downstairs cloakroom and filled it up. Next thing you know, it had slipped out of my hands. Dreadful mess all over the hall. Very stupid of me. I felt an awful fool in front of our guest of honour.
But Madame Oliver, well, it was she that thought that something startled you, or it was something unexpected that you saw?
No, I didn't see anything unexpected. What would there have been to see? Everyone was playing Snapdragon.
Well, you did not see perhaps someone to open the door of the library?
The library door? No, of course not.
Are you certain, madame? It is unwise to conceal matters from Poirot.
I'm not accustomed to being accused of lying, monsieur.
No, pas du tout, madame. Pas du tout. There may be an explanation quite innocent for all of this, but you must realize, madame, that if you glimpse someone in the library at that moment, you may well have seen the murderer. And by remaining silent, you would be placing yourself in a peril most considerable.
I'm touched by your concern, Monsieur Poirot. But rest assured, I am in no danger. No danger at all. You know, I think it's turning chillier.
I don't know how you can stand to be in here.
I'm incurably morbid, or hadn't you heard?
What are you reading?
Fascinating stuff. The old religion.
What about it?
Some practices haven't died out like they have in the cities, you know.
Practices? You mean the way Joyce was?
Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
Oh, hello, Monsieur Poirot.
Oh, Mademoiselle Butler. Now, you should not be out here on your own. Your maman would...
Oh, I'm perfectly safe. I love it, dear.
Oh, wait, it is glorious.
Nobody knows where I am, you see. When I come here, I sit in the trees and watch. I like that, watching things happen.
And what is it that you watch, mademoiselle?
Oh, birds and squirrels and that sort of thing.
And people?
Sometimes. But not many people come here.
What is it, mademoiselle?
Well, I was just thinking about Joyce.
Oh.
I'll miss her. We used to share secrets.
But she never told you about the murder that she saw?
No. Joyce never told me she'd seen the murder.
One codicil.
Merci. It is most kind of you, Inspector.
Kindness doesn't come into it. Seems like you got friends in high places. Friends at the yard.
Ah, it is just as was told to Poirot. Madame Llewellyn-Smythe leaves the whole estate to the au pair Roca-Seminoff.
Farcical, of course. It's a forgery. Not a very good one at that.
And the signatures of the witnesses are Mr. and Mrs. James Jenkins?
The odd job man and his missus.
Ah.
Emigrated to Australia just after the old woman died.
And were they contacted?
No point.
No?
The signatures were checked. Forged. Like the rest of it.
It is possible for Poirot to examine the belongings of Leslie Ferrier?
Why not? It's like bloody Liberty Hall round here.
Such disarrangement.
Yes, that's the codicil, all right, the forgery.
No, monsieur. You are mistaken.
I can assure you.
No, monsieur. This is the codicil that was given to me by the Inspector Raglan, and it was this document that was examined by the experts and declared to be the fake.
What's this then?
That is the codicil that I discovered amongst the personal belongings of your former employee, Leslie Ferrier. Were you aware, Monsieur Fullerton, that amongst the other petty misdemeanors of Leslie Ferrier, one of his convictions was a 3-month sentence in prison for forgery?
Good Lord. So Olga Semenov got him to forge the codicil.
It certainly appears so.
Now, this is odd.
Pourquoi?
I'm no expert, but it seems to me that Ferrier has made a far better job on this one than the one he sent to me.
Mrs. Drake?
Good evening. Idiot! You scared me half to death.
Guy Fawkes' night is almost upon us, Mrs. Drake. That's all. There's no need to be scared.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Just like his blessed sister.
Inspector? Do you still search for your lunatic who has escaped?
All right, Mr. Poirot. I'll give in. Help me out, will you?
So now you wish to involve Poirot in your detection, madame?
I'll listen to anyone right now.
A moment.
Of course.
Mademoiselle, a discovery most distressing, n'est-ce pas?
Brought us all back. Beatrice. This is where they found her.
And the death of Mademoiselle Beatrice White. It was not an accident, was it, Mademoiselle?
I've told you before, Beatrice wasn't murdered.
No, not murdered, but... Poirot, he has considered what you told him in the churchyard.
I cared for her very deeply, monsieur. And I only discovered how much she cared when it was too late.
When it was too late, huh? How did you discover her feelings? There was a note, was there not? And she took her own life.
God knows I thought she was happy enough. But Beatrice could never reconcile herself to her true nature. Could never love me the way. I didn't tell the police about the note. I wanted to save her from the final indignity. An unconsecrated grave. I thought I could do that for her at least. If only we could have been left alone. Left in peace.
Job.
Reverend Cottrell, Job was afflicted by the Lord just like me. He had everything taken away from him.
Indeed, dear lady.